All right, welcome again, everybody. The class starts now. This class is stated for 7:30, and that is well announced on the group. So even if at that, this is the number of people we have in the group now, then so be it. We will continue regardless. We have waited for more than 5 minutes for others to join. Okay. So once again, I'm Oluwatobiloba Emmanuel, the CEO of OT Empire, your expert in branding and marketing, and I will be the tutor in this website designing training that is towards the purpose of equipping you with all the knowledge that you need to become an expert in the field of website designing, creating stunning and beautiful websites of different kinds for your clients, and getting paid through that system. Once again, welcome to this platform. All right, so yesterday, we started by introducing ourselves to what website designing is. We were able to establish the fact that website designing has to do with creating websites, bringing website to life, making it functional, and everything that it takes for a website to be existing, putting it together, and launching it out. That's what we are talking about when we say we are creating a website. All right. So from there, we moved further to talk about types of websites. And then we were talking about e-commerce websites, business websites, portfolio websites, blog, spoke about elements, spoke about listing websites. All right. And then we moved ahead to talk about what is an hosting, what is a domain, and what is subdomain. And we're using the illustration of a piece of land, a house, a boys' quarter, if we remember. The video for yesterday's lesson is now on YouTube, and the link has been posted to our WhatsApp group. So if you need to refresh your memory on that, you can do well to jump on that link and watch. That is the purpose. You can always go over it again and again, refresh your memory if need be. All right. So yesterday I mentioned that we will be going into buying our hosting and domain. All right. However, before we jump into that, I would like us to finish the theoretical aspect of this training before we go into practicals properly. All right. So for the theoretical aspects, we are going to be addressing design and customization tools. After we have done justice to that, then we'll be able to now go into buying our hosting and domain, and from then we go into full practical on how to design a website. All right, so just permit me tonight to deal with design and customization tools. All right, this is what we have here. This is the syllabus that we'll be dealing with today. Okay, all right, so the first thing that we have on the bullets here is WordPress. Right, this is a long reading. I might not be making use of all this, but I have sent the link to this manual to our WhatsApp group, so you can get it from there. If you want to read it after now, it is all yours. You can go out to read it. I'll just be explaining what WordPress is, why you need it as a website designer, and then we'll move further from there. Okay, so when we talk about WordPress in website designing, there are different platforms whereby you can use to create your website. There are different platforms that you can use to achieve the purpose of creating a website. We have platforms like Shopify. We have platforms like WordPress, which is what we are talking about today. All right. So let me paint an image that will help you to understand this properly. When you talk about WordPress, take it as a construction firm, a construction company, okay, that has some freelance engineer that are registered under them. Okay, this is what I'm saying. So let's say we have OC construction company, all right, that helps in building houses. If you want to build your house, you walk up to OC construction company, and when you get there, they are going to give you an engineer. They're going to give your project to an engineer that is going to help you to work on your building project. All right. So that very big company that has different engineers under them that can help with your building project is what you can think of as WordPress. All right. So now on the list here, you see WordPress is one. Then Elementor is the second design and customization tool. Now, Elementor is one of those engineers under WordPress that helps you in the building of your house, that helps you in the building of your website. Okay, so Elementor is the page builder that we'll be using for this website designing training. Consider Elementor as that constructor, that engineer that you need to achieve everything that you want to do on your website. You want to put a text in a place, you want to put an image in a particular place, you want to animate, you want to add color. You are going to need Elementor to achieve those things. That's how we call Elementor a page builder. When we're talking about a page builder, each of your website is made up of different pages: home page, contact page, about us page, services page, and the likes, depending on the kind of website you are working on. All right. So what Elementor helps you to do is to say, all right, I'm working on my home page presently. In this home page, in this particular area, I want to have text there. In this particular area in my home page, I want to have an image. In this particular area in my home page, I want to have a form. All right. So through the use of Elementor, you are putting your own page together. You are building that page. It is Elementor that helps you to achieve the building of your page. That's how we refer to it as page builder. Okay, so it is with the use and the help of Elementor that you'll be able to achieve the building of all the pages on your website. So it is through the use of Elementor that we are able to achieve whatever it is that we want to have on our page, on our website pages. So we refer to it as page builders. Now, I was talking about WordPress the other time, and I said consider WordPress as an engineering company that when you work up with them, they are able to give you different constructors, different engineers that will help you in achieving your building project. One of those engineers under WordPress is Elementor. We have several other page builders under WordPress that you can use to achieve your website project. Okay, but what we'll be adopting for this class is Elementor. Elementor is the page builder that will be adopting for this website designing training. If that got in place. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so we also be talking after the page builder. We will be moving further to talk about what a theme is. All right, we'll be talking about a theme. Now, a theme oftentimes is referred to as your website skin. Your website skin. Let's see what we have in this manual about a theme. A theme is a pre-designed framework that defines a website's overall appearance, including color, font, and layout, providing a consistent and customizable, emphasis on customizable, please, look across all pages. Now, when you talk about a theme is what you install after you might have purchased the hosting and domain. You have installed WordPress on your website. You have brought in your page builder, which is Elementor. How are you going to do all this that I have just mentioned? Don't worry, that's why this is a training. We will get there. It's just important that I explain this thing to you before we now go into practical, so that when we are now doing practical and I'm paying Elementor and paying WordPress, you are not unaware of what these things implies. Okay, so a theme is your website skin, as I said earlier. It is that thing that you install to your website that gives it a pre-look. Okay, so it's like a pre-designed website already, such that when you install it on your website, you have almost a complete job done already. That theme was designed by somebody else. Okay, they designed it as something like a demo that you can install on your website, depending on the kind of website you are building. So when you install it, it comes with images, it comes with write-up, it comes with a whole lot of things. So I'm using this medium to acknowledge the people on YouTube also. Welcome here. It's good to have you around. Keep with us. Hope you're enjoying the class. over there also. Okay, let's go on. Where did I stop now? So, okay, your theme is your pre-designed website. When you install it on your website, it comes as a demo. You have your images, you have your write-up, you have a whole lot of things in it already. Now, what you have to do at that point now is simply to just edit a few things to make that website now suit your very project. Let me give you a practical example. You are working on a website for a construction company. Let me still use that. And the name of the construction company is OC Construction Enterprise, just for instance. Okay. Then you install a team that was built to the end of achieving a construction website. Now, definitely the person that put that team together is not aware or might not be aware of the construction company with the name OC Construction Enterprise. He just built what he built as a demo. So he might have used any name from anywhere, might have used TK Construction Company as just a demo for what he was building. All right. So when you now install that, what you're going to have on your website is TK Construction Company, because that was the demo that you installed. That's the theme that you installed. All right. So you now have to change that TK Construction Company to OC Construction Enterprise, because that is what you are actually building for. I'm saying when you install your theme, it is a complete demo already. However, you have to change the wordings, you have to change the logo, the contact information on it to tally with what you're actually working on. The names on it, the vision, the mission. If the company you're working for has a brand color, the brand color is probably not matching with the theme that you are using. You have to change those two. You have to change the images if need be. Okay. However, because you have a theme now, it has done about 50% of the work already. What you are now doing is just replacing and changing things, replacing and changing things to the end that you achieve what you are actually aiming at. You achieve the website of the person that gave you that contract. Don't worry, we'll get into particular, you understand this better. But I hope somebody has been able to get a glimpse of what a theme is. And I say anybody in the chat section, do you have an idea of what a theme is at this point? All right, thank you. All right, so having said that, we move to talk about what a template is. That next in years of what it is. As we have in the manual, a template is a pre-arranged design layout used to create specific pages or content, providing a consistent structure that can be customized with unique text, images, and other elements. Now, templates and a theme are kind of similar, however, they are very different. And this is the reason why I said they are similar. Both templates and theme are going to give you a demo website that can be customized to suit whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so when you install a theme, there are themes that has templates under them. So after you have installed the theme, then you are going to now go further to pick one of the templates under them and then make use of it. All right, what you will be having inside that template is the pre-designed website, just as we have explained before. So you now install that very template. There we have numerous templates in different styles, in different designs, different images, colors, text, and the likes, just for the purpose of helping you to make choice, preferences, and the like. Okay, so when you install the theme, there are different templates under it. Then pick whatever suits you and mix the template and make use of it. All right, so template is kind of a sub to a theme. Another thing is there are other themes also that do not have template at all. You just install the theme and you make use of it directly. Okay, however, they have some features that the website template will not have. For instance, when you install an e-commerce theme, it comes with the whole e-commerce features already. You have your cart page, you have your shop page, you have everything that you need to make up an e-commerce website comes with that thing. However, when it comes to a template just comes with design, just look, just images, text, write up, and the like. It doesn't come with functionality. All right, you just put that at the back of your mind. Another thing that you should have at the back of your mind is in every website that you are building, you must install a theme, but you can do without a template. Install a theme. When you install the theme, then find a means, probably build your website from scratch and not even use the pre-designed layout they gave to you before, and then you are now building from scratch. How do you do that? We'll get to it when we start the training. Okay, so template is optional, but theme is compulsory. After you might have installed your theme, you can now decide to make use of a template or not. All right, but you cannot make use of a template without theme. Do I have to say that again, or have we gotten it? A template is optional, but you must install your theme before you can do anything. It is after you have installed your theme that you can now install a template if you are going to do that. However, you can install a theme and not even use a template at all. You are just designing your website from scratch. And there are even themes that when you install them, you don't need a template. You just go ahead and keep designing because they are come with their very layouts that will help your website. Is that got it? Let me see somebody in the chat box. I want to be sure that we are following. Or thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, so the last one we have on here is plugins. Okay, so when we talk about plugins, let us read what we have in the manual. A plugin is a soft add-on that enhances a website or application by adding specific features like contact form or SEO tools without requiring custom coding. All right, simply put, let's explain that. Your plugins are what gives you the functionalities on your website. We've spoken about theme, we've spoken about templates. Those things are only responsible for the looks that you get on your website. You want your image to be here, you want your text to be there, you want to have this kind of color and those kind of things. What is responsible for those things are your theme and templates. All right. Now, you don't just want to build a dummy website that's just looking like that and no action can be performed on it. We want us to be able to say we are on an e-commerce website. We want to purchase a product. You should be able to pay for that product online, and the owner of the website gets his money online. You see, by you are performing an action. You want to be able to say when we click on what we call a WhatsApp icon, we should be landed on the owner of that website WhatsApp chat. All right. How do you achieve those actions on your website? It is through what we refer to as a plugin. So your client comes to you with the project and is saying, I want people to be able to do this. I want people to be able to do that. When they pay for this, they will be able to get that. When they do this, they will be referred to that. Oftentimes, those functionalities are achieved with the use of plugins. All right. So you want to open a door from one room to the other. You want to be able to carry this on your website. You want to be able to do that. Anything functionality. Is achieved with the use of a plugin. All right. So plugin are the things that you is that gotten. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's that about our design and customization tools. All right, so the next thing for us to do now is to buy our hosting and domain. Okay, so immediately we buy our hosting and domain, we have, as I was saying yesterday, in the server where you want to build your website. So immediately we have our hosting, we are going to start practical immediately, and we'll start looking at how we can do these things that we have said. We've spoken about having a space in the server. How do we buy our hosting? Immediately we get that done, we'll move further to, I said WordPress is a company and a computer company that helps us to build our website, that helps us to build our house. How do we involve WordPress in this story that we are talking about? We'll look into that. How do we bring Elementor into place so that we can now use it as our page builder? We will look into that. How do we get a theme for our website? We will look into that. Do we always have to make use of paid theme, Anytime we want to build the website, do we have to purchase? Do we have to buy themes? Some of you have gone to Envato, you have heard the prices that they sell themes on there. Do I need $50 to create a website? Do I need $50 to always buy theme? How do I go about that? We'll look into that. What about my template? Where do I get it from? We'll look into that. Then how do I begin to now edit my website from one page to the other? We'll look into that step by step like that, and then we'll see how God helps us. However, the buying of hosting and domain will be done tomorrow. For this night, what I want us to do now is to check the website. We are going to analyze it together just to get you familiar with what we are getting into, and that will be all for today. All right, so stay with me. All right, I'm going to open a new tab here. So okay, is somebody enjoying the class? All right, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I saw that. All right, so this is sunsound.com.ng, one of the projects that we just completed recently. Okay, and it is a business website. I was telling you yesterday that is business company. Okay, it conveys the information of a company so that they don't need to go into their DM or see them one-on-one before you know what they do. All right, so this is a website for a construction company, a business website. I want us to note in this website that are going to help us as we go further in our learning. Now, can we see my push-up? Can we see? Can I see somebody respond to that? Can we see my push-up? All right, thank you. So from this blue part you have here to this white aspect of it you have here is what you call your nav bar. All right, so in that space, all you have is your logo, your menu, as you can see here, home, about, project, services, and contacts. All right, you're going to have your menus, you're going to have your logo, as you can see here, and then you can have more information to show your expertise. Okay, the only thing that is compulsory in this number is what you have here, your logo and your menus. This is just an addition to make the website look better. What you have here is also an addition to make the website look better. It's not compulsory, but it is always beautiful to have. I hope you get that. All right, what you also have here is not compulsory, but it's always good to make your website look good. And from this blue aspect, what you have down here is what you call your nav bar. Okay. Now, immediately after your nav bar, from this section down here, you see where this image ends? From this very place down here is what you call your hero section. The hero section, H-E-R-O, your hero section is the section that you have immediately after your nav bar. When somebody accesses your website, the first thing that they're going to come in contact with, as you can see, is just here pulling my screen now. It's the only thing I'm saying. All right. So if this very section does not look good and catchy enough, people are likely to get turned off even before they start interacting with your website. So a friend of mine once said that if he has finished his hero section while building a website, he has done about 30 to 40% of the job. All right. So you want to put a good effort into building your hero section so that it looks beautiful, and when people come into the website and they see it, it retains their attention, and then they want to scroll and keep saying what's up on the website. All right. So this is your hero section for you. That's the section immediately after your nav bar. Starts from here and ends here. All right. So immediately after your hero section, the other part of your website is called your website body. right? This aspect is part of the website body. Okay. So now this is the last part of your website. You see, from this very white area to this blue area again, is called your footer. From the word foot, F-O-O-T-E-R, this is your footer. Okay, it's the last part in your website. The only thing that is compulsory in this aspect in your footer is what you have here, copyright. Now, this is also part of the footer. It's not compulsory, but I mean, you can testify to the fact that it is adding more beauty to the website. It's giving more information. Okay, it shows a level of expertise, not to just do this aspect and then run away. All right, so contact people, useful links, and then you have this over here. This is not something that is static. Tomorrow you can want to build the website, and then the useful links you have here is something different. I mean, be creative about it. I'm just telling you that. Then you are saying useful link must be home about service or project. No, it doesn't work that way. Just be creative about it, depending on the kind of website you are building. I believe as time goes on, as we keep on engaging in the training, you will have better insight into what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's that about your home page. All right, now I must say that a business website typically should have, or any website, yeah, typically must have an home page. I don't know the kind of website you are building. It must at least have an home page. All right. The next page that is very important is your services page. Okay, if you are working on an e-commerce website, you might not necessarily need your services page. You might need a shop page, because an e-commerce website is a website that you are building for people to come there to make purchase, buy product, and go. So there need to be a page where they can do buying and selling, and they move. All right. So from the home page, that talks a little bit about the brand. You have a little bit of your product. That's, we're talking about e-commerce now. Then the next page that is important on that kind of website is your shop page. All right. So, but for business website, you have your home page, very compulsory. You have your about page, telling people about that website or about the company that owns that website. Very necessary. Then you have your services page and your contact page. The contact page is the page through which you can reach out to the people who own that website. I'm going to review it very soon and you'll see what you have there. Now let's deal with the project page that you have here. It's not always compulsory, it's not always a must, but it is always good to have it. It shows the level of expertise, it makes your work look better and stand out amidst under competitors, other website designers like yourself, right? So your project, sometimes it can be portfolio, sometimes it can be work that you have done in the past. But what I just putting inside is samples of work, whether you name it project or portfolio of work that has been done by the company in the past. All right, let this load up so that we can see what we have there. Okay. So our portfolio, those images upon images of different kind of works that the company has done in the past. You are seeing all this because the company in question is a construction company. All right, that's that about your project or portfolio page. You have something to conclude the page like this, and then your footer. Your header and footer, I must say, cut across all your pages: home page, about page, contact page, services page, shop page. Regardless of the number of pages you have on your website, your footer and your nav bar cut across all the pages. How do you get that done? That's why you are here. We'll get to it. Okay, so your about section, for the sake of time, I'll just explain, is supposed to include something that gives the audience an information about the company. So when people read it, they know what the company stands for. All right. Your services section should include the services that is rendered by that company. These are the services we render. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. Those are the things that we should have under the services page. All right. So moving to our contact page, as the name implies, that's a page that stands for reaching out to the people who own that website. Either you are building an e-commerce website, a business website, an LMS website, I believe that your contact page is compulsory regardless of the kind of website you are building, because that is the medium through which people who are coming into this website will be able to reach out to the owner of the website. So what do you do in your contact page? You put a form. A form is quite compulsory so that anybody can come here and input their details, their mail, their subject. If they have a message for that company, they input it, and then they send the message, and the company receives that message in their mail, and then they can work on it. All right. So you also include some informations about the company, such as their address, their phone number, and their email address. So if somebody sees this address online, the person can easily walk up to their physical company if the person wants to. You know where the address is. It is now easy for you to navigate to their company. This is their phone number here. You can reach out to them through a phone call. And if you're going to send a mail, you can do that by sending their mail here. And in fact, you can send the mail directly through their website. This is a map, not always compulsory, but it's also good. It makes your work look very good and shows your expertise. All right. So you round up and then you have a footer. That's that about your content. That's that. I just analyze the website for you so that you can at least have an idea of what you are learning, what you are going into. Okay. All right. I'm happy that people have learned tonight. Thank you very much for coming around. I remain your friend and your brother, Oluwatu Global Emmanuel. See you all tomorrow. We have finished the theoretical aspect of this training. By tomorrow, we will be delving into practicals fully, starting from buying our hosting and domain, and then we'll be going further like that. I hope somebody is happy to hear that. Thank you very much once again. See you all tomorrow. Have a tranquil night rest. Bye for now.